In his 10 years at West Brom, Jeff Astle made over 350 appearances for the club, scoring 174 goals, including his famous goal in 1968. It's perhaps no wonder then that Baggies fans have been so keen to help the Astle family with the Justice for Jeff campaign.
The Albion fans have been second to none. Without them, none of where we are today would have happened. They've been absolutely unbelievable. But we've also been very moved by the away fans. Every ground, it was my job to ring up the opposition before we played them, the clubs, to ask if we could take the Justice for Jeff banner in. And every week that banner was welcomed. Even clubs that had said, we don't normally allow them in, Mrs. Astle, it's never been our policy, but we welcome you coming in with the one for Jeff, which I thought was wonderful. And then as word spread, we found that the opposition fans were joining in the applause, which was lovely. And then at Burnley, at Birmingham and at Villa Park, suddenly on their television screens was a photograph of Jeff, which we thought was absolutely unbelievable. We hadn't asked for it. They had done it. And now we find, we found that the opposition fans were joining in the applause everywhere we went. And when the fans came here to the Hawthorns, friends were saying, and my daughter is in the Smethwick, a matter of feet from them, and she said, Mum, everyone has stood up. So that's made it even better, the fact that football really has seemed to be united behind us.
I don't think there are many times in your life when you want to say so much, but you really can't find the words. Because if we were to thank them every day of our lives for the rest of our lives, it really wouldn't be enough, and it really wouldn't, Justice for Jeff has been incredibly successful, but to see the banner and us embraced and welcomed into every single ground we've been to, it's very humbling, and it just makes you incredibly proud. And I think people get what we're trying to do. It's not about scaremongering, it's not about banning heading. It's about getting the proper research in place because of the serious concerns that Dad's death has raised. And I think with the Premier League agreeing for Dad's day, I think that not only sort of speaks volumes of Dad as a man and a player, but also, sort of their views about it. And as I said, it puts into perspective really the gravity of what is the issues that Dad's death did raise.
Support for the campaign has been phenomenal and has helped the Astle family in making Jeff Astle Day happen.
When we were told about it, I think it was last summer, the chairman actually told us in a meeting we had with him that he wanted to dedicate a Premier League match to Dad. And the tireless work that the club have done is just incredible. I mean, the work they have to go do behind the scenes to make this all possible. And I think there are some, you really can't put it into words. It's just an immense and amazing gesture. And it's about celebrating Dad's life, of course, but it's also about the launch of our foundation, which will be safeguarding the future.
We, the family, call it the Jeff Astle and the Fans' Day because they're very much a part of the day as we are. I want them to come to the ground. I know that Jeff would say he'd want them to go into the ground with a smile on the face and leave with an even bigger smile.
I'm Tom Bowen for the Midland at the Hawthorns.